How did we get boarding passes for Rise of the Resistance? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times on our trip. We're gonna tell you.
Oh, hello there.
Pete and Allie here from Two Tiny Wings. It is June 2021. We are freshly back from Walt Disney World and we got 4 different boarding groups for Rise of the Resistance.
It is my favorite ride because it's not even a ride, it's an experience.
It's a whole thing. Like if you saw our live stream from Hollywood Studios, it's a whole thing. There's like 3 different phases of pre-shows. You get to go on a Star Destroyer.
It's like a dark ride and a simulator and an experience.
You're basically inside a Star Wars movie. Now, the key to this ride is you can't just line up for it like you can for every other ride. There is a very specific process you have to go through to get a boarding group. There are a lot of boarding group tips out there, but we want to share what we did because we got boarding groups. We were 8 one day, we were 9 one day, we were 35 and 38. So we not only got boarding groups, we got low boarding groups. So here is what we did, and hopefully this will work for you. This all revolves around the My Disney Experience app on your phone. The first thing you want to do is make sure that everybody in your party is in the My Disney Experience app.
And what that means is everyone has to be linked to that single account so that whoever is getting the boarding group can select every single person in their boarding group.
Make sure that your Gam's account is linked, that Uncle Larry's account is linked, everybody is all set. I would also, everybody try. Don't just rely on one phone. We had me and Pete and Mary, and Aidan slept, but we had me and Pete and Mary trying every single day. Mary got it once, Pete got it twice, I got it once. And
they have the park reservation system right now, so everyone has to have a park reservation as well when you're going to try to get that boarding group.
Now, here's our process. Number 1, 7 a.m. is when boarding groups are going to open. You do not want to start the process at 7 a.m. We start our process at 6:59 a.m. If you are waiting until 7 a.m. hits to open up the app and start trying to join a group, you might be too late.
And since I'm like the alarm guy, I would set my alarm for 6:45, make sure I was up, and then make sure everyone was up and had our phones set and all ready to go. So we had a few minutes of leeway there.
6:59 a.m. You're all ready. Everybody has their phone, Gam's ready, Uncle Larry's ready. Here's what you're gonna do. Open up the My Disney Experience app. In the initial first screen, you're gonna scroll down until in the My Disney Experience app, you see virtual queues. Tap the virtual queues box, and then you will see a screen that says join virtual queue. Tap the join virtual queue button. That will take you to the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance join virtual queue page. It's not going to have the join button yet because it's not 7 a.m. So what we do, starting at 6:59 a.m., we open up the app, we get ourselves to that join virtual queue page, and then it's a matter of going back and forward. So we hit the back arrow and join virtual queue.
And that's what
join virtual
We're not worried
queue.
about clock apps and all the rest of it. As soon as it flips over to 6:59, we don't have to worry about clocks or anything. We've just got that minute of rocketing back and forth.
Join back, join back, join back. That way, as soon as those groups open, you can hit the join button. Your family should already all be selected because you're all linked, and then you hit the join group. And then you're set, and then you're in.
And the other thing I wouldn't really worry about, as long as everyone that is in your boarding group is selected, there's gonna be other text and stuff. Don't worry about reading it. Just read it, just click join and read it, because all it's basically saying is stuff you already know. You just need to make sure everyone's selected, and you click the join, and you keep going until you can't click anymore.
The last tip we wanna talk about is wireless speed. Some people use the Wi-Fi. We used 5G. We turned off our Wi-Fi, so that the only thing our phones had to worry about was the cell service. That's number one. Number two, we closed all of our apps before we started the Open Up the My Disney experience. So again, the only thing that our phones had to worry about running was the My Disney experience app and joining that virtual queue.
One thing I have heard some people say is like, well, should you have one person or multiple people? Because if one person joins, does that throw it off and cause problems? And it doesn't, because we actually did that. And what ends up happening, I got it the first couple of times, and Allie got it the last time. All that happens is once one person in your party gets it, the app just won't let you get a queue.
It locks out everybody else.
But it doesn't throw anything off if more than one person's trying. It's basically whoever gets to the finish line first wins.
Now, that's what we did. We got low boarding groups. But Pete and Allie from Two Tiny Wings, what happens if I employ your system and it still doesn't work? You have another chance to do the same thing. The only difference between the 7 a.m. boarding group and the 1 p.m. boarding group is 7 a.m. you can join from everywhere. Basically, as long as you have a park reservation, you can join that virtual queue. We did from our hotel room every single day. Yeah. If you try to then do the same thing starting at 12:59 p.m. to join the 1 p.m. boarding group, you need to be in Hollywood Studios. So that's the only difference. But we would say do the same exact process. Start at 12:59 p.m. Get to that join queue page, and then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
One interesting note on that 1 p.m. thing, it was neat. We actually happened to be walking out of the Hollywood Studios at 1 p.m. and we didn't realize it, and there was like all these crowds,
like
and all of a sudden it was like, yeah! We were like, what the heck? And then we looked at our watches and it was 1 p.m. and it was like all these people like high-fiving, like, we got it, yeah! It was really kind of cool. It was that neat communal Disney experience, which was neat.
So there you go. Get everybody set in the app beforehand. Have everybody who is in your group try for the boarding group. Go to the join queue page and start going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth 1 minute before that boarding group opens.
And last but not least, if you don't get that 7 a.m., don't be afraid to come back to the park, be in the park at 1 p.m. and try for the 1 p.m.
Yeah, it is an incredible, incredible ride. If you want to see, as I said, what you are in for with Rise of the Resistance, check out our live stream from Disney Hollywood Studios from our June 2021 trip. We also have a ride through. We have all sorts of stuff about Rise of the Resistance on our channel. And I think most important, good luck. Good luck. Let us know if you implement these tips. Let us know if this works for you like it worked for us. We've done it for the past 2 trips.
Love it. Favorite ride.
Favorite ride. Yeah, it's a good one. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. May the force be with you. And with that,
we invite you to set your imaginations free.